Ты не мог бы
Подлетела.
снять с себя штанишки, встать на стул, жопой покрутиться?
Че нахуй, блядь.
Did I miss something? Or did Nico just raise the dead?
I definitely helped, but no, that's the one thing. Hunter. Not sure if you remember me, but we met briefly before. I'm
The witch who called me back from the grave.
Told you.
or Nico, but either works. And this is
Robbie Reyes. Oh man, never thought I'd be standing next to you. Got quite a rep. I mean, caretakers told us stories.
That's Ileana.
Привет.
And I think you're
Ой, Анна на русском сказала.
Of course. Caretaker has reformed the Midnight Suns.
Whoa. How did you...
Your power. I can feel it. I always do.
So, welcome home. I guess we...
I never left.
Right. Well, we can fast forward through the tour then. The Abbey is still, well, you know,
Хуя читать как много.
basic stuff. Dorms, war room, library, a few places to chill.
Бля, я в рот
and,
ебал любителей
whatever
субтитров и,
comes
блядь.
fortunes. Have to say, for a haunted transient
Столько всего
castle
показали, а мне
based
нужно
on
только еще и
old
читать, что
Salem,
ёбнутые.
It's pretty cozy. Of course, that doesn't stop us from adding some improvements. We can all thank Robbie for the Wi-Fi. Oh, and one more thing. We've got some new house guests now. You think we're a fun bunch, just wait until you meet them. Speaking of, we're here.
Бля, Тони Старк
Okay,
тусуется.
spend 10 minutes in this place alone, Bruce, then see. Oh, gotta go. Show's about to begin.
You should probably go talk to Caretaker. I think she's already got plans for your first mission.
So, crazy day, huh?
At least they don't have me stationed in some musty old dungeon like Strange and Stark.
Но она русская, лол. Лол.
Crazy indeed.
У нее акцент даже не...
Around here.
No signs of muscle atrophy. You seem pretty healthy for a reanimated corpse. You sure you're not a time-traveling robot?
Powerful, yes. But how powerful, we will see.
Big personality.
Prophecies be damned. It's good to see that face again. You look like it was yesterday.
And you look older. How long was I in that crypt, Sarah?
No more than a few centuries. You were... missed.
Centuries? And what of Lilith?
Fallen by your hand. Until now.
Yeah, so speaking of Lilith...
Tony?
What? The kid's literally speaking of Lilith. Tony. That's my name.
Tony, that's Carol and Dr. Spooky over there. Here to help.
Доктор Спуки.
Help with what, exactly?
Oh, I don't know. Throwing the magic amulet into the volcano? smiting the Dragon Mother? You tell us, kid. You are the chosen one, after all.
Do you recall anything of that last encounter, child?
There was a voice. The rest is hazy.
Oh, a voice. That's it? A voice? That's what we have to go on?
Results of your long crypt sleep, most likely.
A minor inconvenience. Everything required to restore those memories is contained within my sanctum. I will simply alert Wanda to prepare the necessary rituals.
What? Straight to voicemail?
Some Sorcerer Supreme.
Must be mystical interference caused by this little pocket dimension of yours.
Perhaps Agatha can help.
Allow me. Alato.
Whoa, what kind of network you running there?
The all-seeing eye of Ereshkigal who judges. Bound to enchanted Babylonian soul glass.
We just call it the mirror table.
Wanda! The dark force, pushing against the wards. Stephen, where are you?
That's impossible. Nothing on Earth could possibly affect those wards.
Wanda's in trouble.
Wanda is troubled.
I'll go.
You'll
Блядь, они
need my help, of course.
Они, блядь,
Dr. Spooky.
полувампира отправили, чтобы воевать с магом. Я нахуй. Ничего себе. А то, что у них там, блядь, есть... Марвел?
There isn't time for a with everything going.
Even given the fluctuations in the astral spectrum, I should be seeing something. Unless Bruce is right about gamma interference. If such a thing could even exist. The wards have been activated before, and I've never experienced such a reaction. Or perhaps I have... Are you ready? The prophecy of the Midnight Sun does not linger, and neither should we. Lilith possesses the Darkhold. If she forced her way into my Sanctum Sanctorum once, I suspect she can do it again.
You are a Sorcerer Supreme. Can you not predict her movements?
Normally, yes. But since your mother breached the Sanctum, my sense of the future has grown volutinous in nature.
Is that another language, or...?
Fuzzy. My predictions are fuzzy. For the first time as Sorcerer Supreme, I cannot foresee how the future unfolds, and with my apprentice in danger, we cannot tarry.
I understand the urgency. Your apprentice is in grave danger, yes?
Wanda is no mere apprentice. She is the Scarlet Witch, one of the strongest magical practitioners, but she hasn't channeled such power on her own. I do not doubt Wanda's capability, but without my predictive acumen, I cannot bolster the... In any case, I suggest we make use of it while it's... We should hurry. As much as I'd love to hear a first-hand account of your exploits, time is of the essence, I'm afraid.
About time.
Not just about time, Mr. Brooks. Time, space, reality, the building blocks of magic. All must be constant for my portals to work properly, yet as we now know, that is no longer the case.
We've heard.
Several times.
Otherwise, I would still be hunting Dread Maidens in my sleep.
Indeed, and while I certainly appreciate the view of this vista, I fail to see how it will hasten our return to the Sanctum.
Magic is the answer.
No, as I've just stated, magic is the problem.
Your magic is. Not ours. The ground you are standing on exists within two worlds. A mystical anchor point to Ileana's realm that allows her to... Well, I'll just let her show you.
А, на X-Men. Ау. А, так вот откуда идея с мечом световым в Думе взяли.
Any more questions?
You are standing in limbo. Nexus of all realities.
Реальный, реально.
Or otherwise. A chaotic but secret realm beyond the influence of Lilith. Thus far.
Are you certain of that? Because I am sensing all kinds of...
Dark energy. That feeling you're being watched. General hellhole vibe.
Yes.
All these potentialities converging at once? Truly surprising feat, Miss Rasputin. For someone so young, of course.
You think this is crazy? Wait until you see Manhattan.
From here, magic can open gateways to just about anywhere on our planet, and beyond. We don't want to risk punching through the wards protecting your sanctum, Doctor, so we've chosen a safe exit a few blocks over instead.
Couldn't be worse than the last time.
It was just a simple miscommunication.
Ocean Avenue. I said Ocean Avenue, Magic.
Hey, I'm walking here. All I ate today was a bagel.
Well, at least we know the wards of protection are still in place.
For now.
I suggest we hurry.
Ебать, космодесантники, блядь, вылезли. А, Гидра. Это, блядь, Робокоп.
Welcome to New York.
I hesitate to call this good news, but I'm seeing minimal Hydra resistance between you and the Sanctum.
Looks can be deceiving, I'm afraid. There's no way these foot soldiers are behind the disruption of the wards of protection.
Блядь, я забыл, как играть. Обязательно выбирать.
Get ready.
I am impressed.
Так, а как посмотреть, чи... А, Блейд все еще ходит.
Not bad. Not great, but not bad. Follow my lead.
Time to... That's not good. Let's do this.
Блять, газетами. Почему все еще Блейд ходят?
Interesting tactic.
Service.
Just wait until it's my turn.
That gamma spike we detected in your area seems to be growing. Let's assume that's not a good thing.
Gamma or not, I feel the hand of my mother at work here. Hellbolt. Weak, even for Hydra.
Let me show you. This should aid me in my fight.
А, во как менять можно их.
Watch and learn. This one won't bother us again. Misguided as they are, remember, Hydra is still human, Hunter, not Lilin.
You were saying?
The lifeblood of the Mother pumps through our veins. The Mother is eternal. Hydra is eternal.
Wanna bet? Wanda!
Сколько тут качества? 360p? Пиздец.
Association is not going to like this.
Nope.
I'll handle it.
Not.
We do not fear your magic, little wizard. We have answered the mother's
Venom.
call. We are venom to all who oppose her. And you are large.
Well, that certainly escalated quickly. Do I even want to know what that beast is?
It calls itself Venom. Until now, a pale imitation of a very heroic young friend of mine.
We will feed your ugly tongue to the spider wizard. Marinate it in his stomach juices and eat it with his spleen.
Prepare yourselves. Even the Mother of Demons is forced to rely upon hired hands occasionally.
No mercy for the sons of Lilith. You are too weak for this fight.
First you die, then we eat. Stand here. Can't shake it.
They're not quite ready to give up just yet.
This house belongs to Mother now, as you belong to us. We shall start with your juicy entrails, then your delicious brain.
Are the rest of your mother's children so chatty?
Thankfully, no. You are lucky to still be breathing.
Transcendent.
Come get it.
We will peel back your flesh. The mother
Never been punched by a fluid before.
We may not be ready for this thing yet. Might be smarter to pull back until we know.
surrender. Be eaten. Fill our belly with your tasty fear.
I shall fill your belly with my blade.
We will heal faster than you.
Let's give it a go.
You are puny.
Nasty. Just nasty. War-worn bodies on the way.
Mother blesses us with power. Mother blesses us with strength. We protect the mother and are rewarded with your meat.
And to think Lilith was a vegetarian.
This won't end well for you.
Почему он не отлетел?
The endless search for wealth and power,
Ah.
just a tinge of fascism. Hydra will never change.
You asked for it.
We will make you pay for that.
I'll put this to good use.
Monoforms are for the weak. We are not done with you.
It has me tied up.
should not have come here, Nylander. Your friends cannot help you. Mother may have claim on your soul, but your brains shall be yours. Time to lick our wounds.
Like being hit by the B train or the Hulk.
Pain only makes us hungrier.
This creature is too much.
Чё, блядь?
Time's up for these jumps.
No mercy for the servants of Lilith. Tell that.
Let me show you the way.
Never seen that before.
We will crack your tiny bones. Squirming only brings
Oh, I've been slimed.
will make you feel regret. This house belongs to Mother now, as you belong to us. We shall start with your juicy entrails, then slowly savor your delicious brains.
Are the rest of your mother's children so chatty?
Thankfully, no. I feel stronger already.
What? Even the best can get better.
Even a sorcerer supreme has room to grow.
You are puny.
Чё это, блядь?
I will.
We may not be ready for this thing yet. Might be smarter to pull back until we know what we're up against here.
Yes. Surrender.
I shall fill your belly with my blade, demon.
Get some.
The light is on our side.
You've done me a great favor.
They cannot possibly match your strength. You had your chance.
Че это на Венома? Он что, пожрал Росомаху, что ли?
First you die, then we eat. No escaping this time. I can't get loose. Mother blesses us with power. Mother blesses us with strength.
Бля, он его убьет, да, если я в него кину?
And are rewarded with your meat.
And to think Lily was a vegetarian.
You will suffer for that.
Prepare yourself.
Стоп, что я сделал?
Leave some for the rest of us.
Ему похуй, смотри, поебать вообще чисто.
Watch and learn.
Faster than you.
Ну и нахуй я это сделал? Бля, раздавил деваху. А, все? Кейл.
No escape from me, demon.
Hold up. We don't know what we're dealing with yet.
На нахуй. Дай ее. У него два языка. Человек-паук. Дружелюбный сосед, человек.
I was in the neighborhood, you know, being friendly. Seemed like you folks could use a hand, Doc.
Spider-Man!
Jeez, Eddie, what happened to you? That's sort of a horrifyingly terrible new look. The tongue was gross enough, but whoa! Someone is extra touchy today.
We will rip your face off and suck the marrow from your bones!
Always nice to see you too, buddy. So, I'm thinking your friends here could use a little break. How about I take Eddie here for his afternoon walk? Don't worry, Doc. That's just his way of saying he cares!
Как такая туша вообще, блядь, летает? Оценка миссии. За меня поставили оценку миссии. О, комикс высрали, прикол. Комикс. С обложками героев, которые сейчас были. Странная игра на SSD, но все равно долго грузит. А скорости-то неплохие такие.
Some things remain unchanged.
The look. What look?
Boldly charging headfirst into the jaws of your enemy. Courageously risking the lives of yourself and your teammates. Just to play the hero. This is the Fire Dragon all over again.
Fire Dragoon. My memories may be fragmented, but as I recall, I killed the bastard.
And all it cost was a village.
Of course. I see it now. The look.
Cut him some slack. It wasn't that simple.
It never is. Which is why I sent you to help. If Spider-Man hadn't come along today, we could have lost.
Если бы не Спайдермен,
The
блядь.
Sanctum?
Or Wanda.
She means I could have died. Again, putting an end to her eternal crusade against my mother.
You've been through a lot. For now, it's enough that you all made it back in one piece.
Блять, почему вот подобные игры есть только у ёбаного Marvel? Почему нельзя сделать у DS? У DS, сука, охуенная, серьезная атмосфера. Нет, блять, они высирают какие-то... Нахуй они Suicide Squad высрали вообще? Лучше бы его серьезным сделали. ПДД дружбы, блять. Поговорить с Тони. Че, дружим? А тут есть костюмы, кстати? Суперлинк. Что-то от Тони Старка, точнее этого. Можно редактировать колоду. А где костюмчики? Интересно, есть ли вообще костюмы тут? Так, надо игру сохранить. Ой, это что такое? Там что-то светится. А, ключи. Нужно только захотеть.
Fascinating. Interesting.
Сын земли. А сын шлюхи. А, ладно. Это что за анимация бега у нее?
Spider-Man not arrived when he did?
Она как будто насрала.
Caretaker would have been against
Жесть.
the venom had actually eaten a hunter.
Hey, for what it's worth, I think you did okay out there. You got some decent hang time, even given you were wearing, what, 70, 80 pounds of chainmail? On the Stark scale of reckless yet daring heroics, I give it a solid 6 out of 10. Don't worry, you'll get there. With a little help.
Your support is appreciated.
Oh, no problem. Already got a few ideas cooking. You're not allergic to mimetic poly... You know what? Never mind. Why spoil the surprise? I couldn't help but overhear Auntie Caretaker over there telling you to get some rest.
Что у них, это, конечно, машинный перевод, но что с переводом с полами? Почему я женский персонаж, и он пишет как он, а Тони Старк как она, блядь? Подслушала. Вот это дружба.
So, here we are. The old room, huh? It's not bad. Functional. Solid construction. Almost cozy. Love the antique furnishings from the early Mephisto collection. Full transparency, Hunter. There's another reason I asked to join you here.
Я хотела пойти, блядь, Тони, ты он. И, кстати, он хуже выглядит, чем в Симсе даже. Что с ним такое? С его лицом. Я понимаю, что это средние настройки, графики, ну не настолько же.
Thanks for the gift, Tony.
I think you'll like it. It's a limited
Вам
edition.
понравится? Это ограниченное издание чего?
Oh, you'll see. Well, I suppose I should leave before whatever monstrosity that is most definitely hiding under your bed.
Бля, иногда есть в защитнике оригинальные озвучки, типа слышный акцент, голоса, но, блядь, лучше бы я здесь русских слышал.
Right back at you. Oh, and if you hear the shriek
Кто
of the
озвучивал
phone,
Тони? Это вообще
please
параша
ignore it.
какая-то.
It's just me walking to my room.
Буквально, вот смотри, игра. Я понимаю, что это больше пошаговая игра, здесь не такие детали нужны, как в Open World играх. Но...
Hi, I'm Tony Stark. But if you're hearing this message, you already know that. When I'm not saving the world, I solve the world's problems with technological means, like the one you're holding. I call it the Spark, a secure information and communication device built only for superheroes. It does all the usual, private messages, pictures, and calls for some reason. But it also comes with access to Superlink, a private social network exclusively for your cape-wearing, world-saving compatriots. You might ask, Tony, aren't you just repurposing a failed product from your communications division? If you do, I'll revoke access and let everyone else know you're a jerk. I call it the Wonder Man rule.
Что? В смысле, а где эта картина теперь? О, гардероб. О, щищ. Так, стоп. А у меня мания, у меня сотка. Да, и ни одного нормального костюма. Ну вот этот. Блять, это Меган Фокс какая-то получилась у меня.
We were all so happy then.
Или Меган Рейн. Кто шарит, тот шарит. Тетя Сара говорит мне, чтобы я практиковалась в письме. И я так и делаю. Понятно.
Maybe it is time I start writing in it again.
Что? Я... Ладно. Я у нее жопа, кстати.
I can stop her. Only I can stop her.
О, Асока. Асока Тано. Ты ли это? What the fuck? Ты кто?
Charlie. I know. I missed you too.
Let her enjoy the moment. She's been visiting your door every morning for the past 300 years.
Oh, it must have been so hard on her.
Not just her. I suppose that's why I might have been a little curt before.
Блять, она это Тони, это она. Это бабушка, это он. Боже, что с переводом?
No rush to see you do it again.
We do not choose our destiny.
But we can choose to duck.
First lesson you ever taught me.
And still the most important. Especially now that you have all these eyes on you.
I have noticed.
To these people, you are a being of myth and legend. A grand hero of old. And they're right. You are a hero.
You are hero.
I also know the battle that rages within your soul. It's not enough that you are a hero.
No,
You need to decide
are
what type of hero you will be. I'm
Oh,
sure
no.
there will be plenty of opportunity
Я
for that
уверен,
in
что
the
в
days to
ближайшие
come.
дни будет много
For
возможностей
now, I would
сделать
head to
это.
the
Я пока
forge.
я занялся
Our
бы
new guests are eager
кузнецы
to show
наши
you
новые
something.
гости, понятно.
This was a lot easier when it was just you and I beheading the Dark Legion as we traipsed through the woods.
Don't forget about Agatha.
I never could.
Агата, это которая вот это вражина у этой?
Charlie was restless all night. I should have known something was wrong. We'll talk more later, but for now, Stark has requested your presence in the forge. I think he has another present for you.
What you doing, Charlie?
Это что, Симс? А я могу еще?
Hey, Charlie Warley puppy face.
Бля, анимация, как будто я Шрека посмотрел. Так, знаешь, что надо сделать? Поменять управление. Именно сенсу. У нас средняя стоит. Ну и пофиг. Мне не принципиально это. Вот, контроллер, читатель камеры контроллера. О. Ой-ой-ой. Что-то я переборщил немножечко. Не, я что-то слишком переборщил. Ладно, верните камеру. Как она была. Какая-то она слишком быстрая. Так, мне надо туда. Что здесь есть вообще? Доступны секретные ключи. Местоположение добавлено на карту. Это как крипта типа в Mortal Kombat. А можно в руководство заглянуть? Жесть, у меня запись идет. Приветы по подаркам. Что это такое? Не понимаю, тут какое-то есть руководство, советы по подаркам, когда... Что, блин, это дает? Что, нету гайда, как ключи, блять, раздобыть? Потом. Найду ключ, открою ящик. Мам, купи нам Гарри Поттер, Хогвартс Легаси. Сынок, так у нас уже есть Хогвартс Легаси. Дома. Хогвартс Легаси дома. Плавать нельзя. Сынок. Вешенка? Что такое вешенка? Не, ну анимации бега и сама скорость бега это вообще что-то с чем-то. Давно я такое не видел. Не, типа я не придираюсь к графике. С поколения, когда, блядь, было вообще похуй на нее. Хоть в месиво пиксельной играй. И здесь такое есть вообще еще. Так, а еще надо открыть предпросмотр. Просто интересно, насколько пикселит картинку, когда играешь. Просто некоторые игры почти не пикселят, а некоторые в мясо просто невозможно играть. Ну, вроде нормально. Так что, ладно, пойдем по заданию. Кузницу. Сейчас меч, походу, будем крафтить. О, это что за меч? Это Экскалибур или Экскалибур? Какой-то, короче, из мечей.
Heard about what happened in New York, Hunter. I'm sure whatever Tony's cooking up down there will only help.
Not that it makes any difference to me, but I think Tony's waiting for you, Hunter. He seemed excited.
What's shaking? Let's talk later, Hunter. Tony will start.
Heard you had a nightmare. In the words of Agami Ito, don't be afraid. Bad dreams are only dreams. Hunter. I'm a vampire. I see everything.
This is gonna be a fun apocalypse.
Oh, check out Blade making nice with the big guns.
Captain Marvel is an exception.
Че это получается? Тут где-то должна быть это? Где-то должны быть жезлы, как я понимаю. Чтобы найти эти жезлы.
Right, and now Stark is hard at work in the forge coming up.
Я бы найти это, конечно, все. Короче, пизду. После последней порки с кем? Бля, есть фов настроить? Потому что это какая-то габелла.
Prepare for a long wait.
Now? Think you can tell your friend inside there to turn it up a few hundred Kelvin?
I could. However, it might shatter the containment spell preventing him from incinerating this facility.
I think we're good. And just in time.
The Forge has certainly changed.
Right. Caretaker said this all happened
Whoa.
after your siesta. What spooky castle would be complete without its own Babylonian demon-powered furnace?
Sumerian fire demon. His name is Babs.
Oh, now it all makes sense. Well, once you get past the esoteric terror of the situation, I've found this thing actually has some uses. Molecular bonding, breaking down evil gamma serums, fashion accessorizing.
Yes, speaking of...
Oh, right. It's ready.
Your armor seemed to offer minimal protection against the venom creature.
I noticed.
Yeah, I thought you could use an upgrade.
Well hammered, well fired. Caretaker did not mention that you two were such skilled smithies.
Yep, I am Iron Smithy.
Perhaps you should just try it on. Still think it could have used a cloak.
Stylish, damn near indestructible.
Нахуя покупал, если мне костюм другой дали?
Not bad for our first collaboration.
I still think it could have benefited from a cloak.
You think everything could benefit from a cloak?
I do not. Ah, joys of sharing a workspace. And I'll have you know this cloak has helped me save the universe from extinction on countless occasions.
Could you at least tell it to stop rearranging things on my side of the cave? I hate to admit it, but somehow this ancient forge puts any arc reactor I've got to shame. Who would have thought mystically bound demon power would be so damn energy efficient? Or carbon neutral? Certainly got that new suit of yours done a lot faster than I expected. Speaking of, what's the verdict, boss?
Tell me about this demon. Why is it there?
Well, you would probably know more about that than me. I'm still working on a way to keep track of everything that goes bump in the night around here. Whatever they've got trapped down there, it's hotter than hell by a few thousand Kelvin, very pissed off. But tools are just one part of the equation. You gotta know how. You were out, what, 300 years before we woke you from your eternal rest? I'm betting you have questions.
I take it this new version is a...
Impact-resistant carbon composites, some patent-pending alloy mesh, and a few touches from Dr. And hey, the built-in communicator means we can talk to each other without sending a raven.
I thought the old one was pretty nice, actually.
So did Venom. I think he's still picking a few pieces of it from his teeth.
Is all this magic a threat to your new technology?
It might surprise some people to hear this, but I do like some things with rules. Isotope decay, magnetic fields, and gamma oscillation make a lot more sense to me than I have knew. At least they did before everything changed.
But you and the doctor seem to work well together.
Well, no need to put a label on things.
Блять. Понятно.
Seen anything?
What, other than my roommate? Boom! Roasted! But on a more serious... magic.
I am sure there are...
Oh, true. I could be rooming next to Carol. Her snoring is loud enough to wake the dead. Really, really tired. Don't get me wrong.
What sort... Thanks for catching me up.
Anytime. Remember that creepy gamma goop you found from that hopped-up Hydra soldier? Well, I gave it a peek. If you have a minute, meet me at the anvil over there, and I'll walk you through it. I promise it'll be worth it. Now, I doubt advanced gamma thermodynamics was a hot topic at ye old demon hunting school, so I'm just gonna give you the condensed version.
I appreciate that.
Closest I've ever seen to this substance is pumping through Bruce's veins. Part gamma accelerant, part unknown element. Calling it Coil for now, given its unique atomic structure. Man, I love acronyms. This stuff is more volatile than Nick Fury on a Monday morning. But Hydra doesn't seem to mind.
They are using it to get stronger.
Exactly. A few drops would make your average salamander look like Fin Fang Foom. Thankfully, with a little help from Dr. Spooky and our haunted oven over here, I think two can play at this game.
You are not suggesting we start injecting ourselves with it.
No, nothing like that. Though I can see some future applications for my energy drink line. I was thinking we apply this stuff towards upgrading our equipment.
I like where this is going.
Just give me a little time here and I can whip up some pretty fun toys. How about we give Hydra a taste of their own gamma-powered medicine for a change? How's it going, boss? This should be quick. How does this look?
А, это как open кейсы.
Hunter, when you have a minute, come meet me in the yard.
Hunter, your new attire suits you quite well. But how are you holding up on the inside? I know it's easy to look upon me and simply see the universe's utmost authority on all things mystical and macabre, Hunter. However, in addition to being Earth's Sorcerer Supreme, I am also your doctor.
You mean a physician of the medical arts? You jest.
I assure you, Hunter, I do not jest. They don't call me Mr. Strange. Your awakening ritual was admittedly a touch more chaotic than I had originally intended, and, well, after a violent encounter with Venom, my oath to Hippocrates compels me to check in with you.
Physically, I am fine. However, I do feel some
Grogginess, a tinge of nausea, sense of memory loss upon time of passing, watery or itchy eyes, common side effects when one is pulled back into the light. Believe me, I know. If any other symptoms arise, you can always tell me, particularly if you develop a craving for brains. I have a cream for that. In any event, I, for one, do not know if I will ever feel 100% again after the events of yesterday. I still can't believe what transpired. The sanctum, all that knowledge, Wanda, lost. Swallowed whole by the black mouth of that foul, with all my...
While we bask in the light of peace, our enemies conspire within our shadow.
You truly are your...
I would not know.
The point is understood either way. We must remain ever... It's not just the Sanctum Sanctorum that was lost yesterday, it was my But I am determined not to let that happen with you, Hunt.
That creature on the roof.
Unfortunately, yes. In the simplest of terms, Venom he's something of a fixture in New York these days, but typically his hijinks are confined to harassing Spider-Man.
My mother has a gift for bringing out the worst in people.
Yes, and in this case, I happen to be the direct victim of her ambition.
Tell me about your Sanctum's wards of protection. I have never heard of a protection spell that...
In your time, I'm sure you've encountered a variety of minor wards and protective spells. The Sanctum Sanctorum was shielded by one such incantation, but...
And no one has...
There's always a first for everything, but I had honestly never imagined a scenario in which the war... Perhaps it was arrogance on my part, but Lilith is among the more cunning enemies.
How did Wanda come...
Wanda's story is quite tragic. There was an accident on the...
That must have been...
Agatha had been teaching Wanda, hoping she would learn to control her As their training progressed, Wanda was eventually...
Let us talk.
Visit whenever you like. It's not often I get to...
See you, Hunter.
Welcome to the yard. At least that's what we're calling it these days. Caretaker put me in charge of your training. Too bad she didn't listen to me yesterday. Now that we know what we're up against, I think we can all use the practice. Any questions?
I did, but they are about you.
Right when it's time to train? From all Sarah told us,
I learn faster if I understand the...
I can respect that. Go ahead.
Can I ask about...
I guess.
How did you become a Dampier?
You say that like I had a choice. I was born this way.
How is that possible?
A vampire bit my mother. Problem was, I was still in the womb. I'm lucky I was even born. Don't know if that's how it always is, but that's the way it went down for me.
Is your name really Blade?
Is your name really the Hunter?
Yes?
Oh, really? Your mom, before she became the mother of demons, looked into your cradle and decided to name her firstborn child the Hunter.
That is how I understand it.
It takes all kinds.
So, is your name really Blade?
No.
What is it?
It's private.
Is it embarrassing?
No, the Hunter, but I only share it with friends.
You do not consider me a friend?
Not yet. Don't take it personally.
How long have you been around?
I don't exactly know. I think of myself as mid-20s, maybe. I lost a lot of time. Much of the last century was a blur. I have occasional memories, almost like coming up for air before being yanked back down into the depths.
What happened?
I killed a lot of vampires. I hadn't lost my mind exactly, but I got into a rhythm and never stopped. Never had a reason to stop. Not until I met Caretaker.
And then?
She gave me a reason to stop.
What brought you to the Abbey?
Caretaker. About 10 years ago, she brought me back to the real world. Gave me a place to stay until I came back to myself.
Did she ever say why?
She said she thought I'd be able to kill more vampires if I was acting on more than just instinct. But I know it was more than that. She gave me safe haven here at the Abbey, something I'd never known. Must have read half the books in the library by the time I headed out. So when she reached out and asked me to be part of this weird little club, of course I showed up.
Tell me about the Midnight Suns.
All right.
Why did you join? Vampire hunting is a solitary affair.
Guess I never found the right team.
Is that all?
No, but that's all I'll share for now. You really want to know? Put in the work. If I trust you, I'll have more to say.
What can you tell?
Nothing. Ask.
I'm not asking.
Fine. Which one?
Tell me about...
She's the youngest, but she acts like...
Why let her...
She's usually right, and she keeps us on track. I didn't think...
What makes you say...
She has a lot of... And that's why we... Anyone else. He's Shh. Practice makes perfect. I think we've got something for everyone. Peace.
Чё, пис, пописал, что ли?
Can I help you?
You guys better start running.
Стоп, а ты точно?
Fine, speak. Hey, you. Oh, hey.
А зачем ей качаться, если она и так сильная? Ну жопа ебать, у нее жопа.
Like the way you move out there, Hunter. Guess Dr. Strange picked the right supernatural demon hunter to resurrect. I'm Carol Danvers, but you can call me Captain Marvel. Kidding, Carol's fine. Just thought I'd throw a bone to the Avengers PR team. Not gonna lie, going a few rounds in Vampire Guy's Magic Thunderdome sounds like fun, but we've got bigger fish to fry. Well, not so much fish as that ginormous invulnerable sewer monster that swallowed the Sanctum.
Every lock has its key.
True, if only a man-eating alien demon monster hadn't eaten ours. But that got me thinking. Strange, Caretaker, and the rest of the funky bunch can try and magic their way through that shield all they want. As in Hydra. They've gotta know the way inside. Steve's always said they aren't much for talking.
Not as persuasive as I, Captain.
I said you can...
Binary?
I don't want to spoil this. Find me in the war room when you're finished. Welcome back from...
Nothing is certain these days, but these readings are too distinct to ignore. The gamma signature is...
Ow. The gamma signature is completely inverted. The daughter nuclei are being reabsorbed into the parent nuclei, which is impossible.
If the gamma signature from the Sanctum is really that unique, Bruce, then couldn't we just...
Sorry, still working out a few gremlins in the system.
Try sunlight, and whatever you do, avoid water.
Oh, wait, you're being serious?
We should be able to track this new gamma signature to its source then, right? I'd do it myself, but we seem to be having a little IT trouble today.
Please. Old Central here is ready to grind through that data like chum.
What exactly is a central?
CENTRAL. Cognitive encryption, net transmogrification. We'll figure it out later.
Sending coordinates now. Hope your gremlins enjoy gamma spectroscopy.
Well, he's been a little moody lately, ever since, you know, the problem with the big old green guy.
I heard that.
Banner can't turn into the Hulk? Not sure if we should be frightened or relieved.
That makes two of us.
Oh, hey. Come on. Happens to everyone. Well, okay, not everyone.
Nice work, Bruce.
I know that place. Creepy abandoned warehouse in the bad guy part of town.
My favorite kind. Anybody up for paying it a visit?
Definitely.
Aw, see that? Teamwork goosebumps.
Find me when you're ready.
Multi-million-dollar piece of experimental technology, and she kicks it.
Saying my time is valuable sounds kind of uppity, but there are people out there counting on me to keep the peace.
It was just recently that the Hudson Yards Development Restoration Association
Чего, блядь? О, у нее есть костюмы. Да хуйня. Хуя крестоносец.
At night, brooding personality? Something tells me these midnight warehouse raids are pretty normal for you.
Gamma signatures and unstable isotopes aren't really in my wheelhouse, so we'll be patching Dr. Banner through from Avengers Tower once you reach the other side.
Probably can scratch abandoned off the description of this place. You seeing this, Bruce? Getting all sorts of weird down there.
Johann Fenhoff. That hack. I heard he was dead. Well, hoped is perhaps the more accurate
calls himself Faustus now. Hydra's resident mad scientist.
Not just Hydras. Liliths. That's magic coming from those crates. I can feel it.
Yeah? How about gamma radiation? You feeling that too? Because that's some pretty evil-looking Hydra tech down there.
Gamma and magic.
I need you to use your science brain on this one, Bruce.
We need to approach this situation carefully. Combining those energies is an explosive proposition at best. Think scalpel, not hammer. Stealth, not strength.
Yeah, I don't do stealth.
Kill them.
I always considered Faustus a bit of a crackpot, but his fundamental science must be sound. The device would have surely exploded otherwise after your display, Carol.
Learned it by watching you, Bruce. Is that all? Not a problem.
That's a neat trick.
Here we go.
I think you got him.
Command.
Luckily, I'm a glutton for punishment. Pathetic.
More of them dropping in.
I've never been one to buy into the science of magic, but the data I'm seeing is hard to ignore. There are more things in heaven and earth, Horatio.
And a resurrected demon hunter, right?
Hell.
You're done.
You are a force to be reckoned with. The light will carry you onward. Welcome assistance.
For the mother.
They've got friends.
Is it possible he somehow stabilized the rate of decay within the particles themselves? How else could he be achieving such a high yield?
Bruce, be sure to ask him when we're done punching out the bad guys.
I feel more like myself every day.
Quickly! Let's go, go, go!
The perfect opportunity to field test Mother's device.
Watch out!
Get her!
For the record, Bruce, I did not smash that thing.
Noted, Carol. Perhaps you might direct all that energy towards your newfound adversaries instead. And the mysterious cargo they're attempting to escape with?
Playtime's over.
I saw a move like that once, centuries ago.
Should get the blood pumping.
That's one hell of a move.
That was something.
Remind me not to get on your bad side. Never surrender! That's not supposed to hurt.
They must know my reputation.
You're wasting your energy.
Armed Delta responding.
Preliminary analysis of the blast confirms high levels of gamma and various unknown energies.
Unknown to you, there is dark magic at work here. We must not let Hydra escape with it. Your fate is sealed. Weak, even for Hydra.
Let's do this.
Looking good, feeling good.
Hold the light's gift. Let us see if they have an answer for this.
Watch this. I feel great.
Hydra's in control of the situation.
can take it.
They must really want to piss me off.
Finally, it's my turn.
To be crystal clear, we won't be able to recreate Faustus's experiment or track potential future variants' gamma signatures without a baseline resonance sample from his initial occult catalyst.
Got it. Stop the truck.
One less thing to worry about. Approximately 16,342 more to go. I suggest starting with the remaining Hydra forces in your vicinity.
Take this!
I'll put this to good use.
Let's see how tough you are.
Our friend is down.
I have to admire your persistence.
These delays can be quite frustrating. Infuriating, even. I suppose by now I'd normally be tromping through the warehouse, hurling the puny truck at the moon.
Don't worry, Bruce. I've got a pair of torn purple pants with your name on them.
Now that was something. Vampires are not the only ones who should fear you. You will regret ever facing me.
You really want to keep doing that?
We have the upper hand, for now. Your time has come. You are lucky to still be breathing.
Get ready.
So that's how that works. It's about time.
Leave some for the rest of us.
Got him scared. Just need to finish this. It's on.
Interesting.
We've done it!
What is this thing?
Bad guy crate, full of bad guy stuff.
I know those symbols from the time of the first hunt. That glyph means barrier, that one almighty. Something, something, gods and demons.
So a spooky bad guy crate.
Very spooky. Designed to contain powerful magic. Be careful.
Got it. Don't cross the streams.
Never do. How about we get this thing back to the Abbey and see for ourselves? Nice job out there, kid. I mean, I didn't get Hydra bombed until my 10th run with the Avengers.
Kid? You do know that I'm a good 3 centuries older than you, right?
Then you've got a lot of catching up to do.
Okay, Abbey tournament tonight.
Sure about that? Last one got a little heated.
Let me see. How did this work again?